Hello guys, it's Ruffy. I had a little bit of a mail day today, so I thought I'm going to make my first video about it. It's one of my old passions. I thought I'm going to revive a little bit, and it's collecting sports cards, and then there are especially basketball cards. So I recently went onto the internet and looked up some stuff on eBay or generally on the internet, and I found some pretty cool cards. So this is one box I got in the mail today, and this is from England, and I have another one which is a little bit bigger, which I got from the States. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one because it's a big kind of estate sale I found on eBay, and they're like loads of retro packs from the 90s, early 90s, over the 90s until 2000 in there. So we come to this in a second, but I'm just really excited about this one. So let's come to this. I always my 90s sports hero is always Michael Jordan, so I started collecting Jordan cards like the Upper Deck series, Collector's Choice, and like the early 90s to mid 90s, and then so on from this place. And yeah, this is a collection of like I think roughly 90 cards I found, and yeah, let's have a look what I just got. There are a few cards in there I personally haven't seen, and some cards I've seen. I had a little quick peek before, and I have to say there's a kind of a little disappointment within. But hey, this is something you don't know, and how I said, I'm not into the collecting part for a long time, so I got a little bit rusty, to be honest. But hey, mistakes happen, and yeah, to start, I collected, how I said, in the 90s, and this was one of the collection I started, and there were a few missing, and I thought when I started the whole set was quite cheap, so I thought I'd just get it to just like complete my collection. But then I noticed, it's a little bit of a bummer, that those cards, I don't know if you can see it, so they're from 97, what means they are a reprint. What's not that bad, but it's a little bit of a bummer because they're not the original ones. But yeah, there are some really cool cards within the pack, which I really enjoyed to collect at the time, because it's like when you put them in the right order, you can see on the left border, it's like a little bit like a scene which is going through Jordan making a dunk. It's quite cool. I love those cards. So the other ones over here, they're like the Upper Deck Rare Air. They're like a few really cool shots, I think. Some unique shots. Him in his white socks. It's quite funny. Yeah, so there are like quite a few cool and old rare shots. But yeah, I don't want to bore you too long with those, but yeah, I was quite happy to find this collection because there are loads of cards I don't have to just like extend my Jordan collection. Yeah, I really like those cards. I think they look really cool. Some of his signature moves. I really happy that I found them. Yeah, so and then I found those because definitely one of the movie guys. I never knew that there's a series like this where it looks like, you know, like an old movie strip. So, and this is like going through all the years, what's like the whole set, what is actually really cool. So I thought I'm just maybe making a frame out of it and just like go through the whole year with this, like quite cool. That's of course the most best year, 85, 86. So yeah, I will let you know in maybe another video soon what I'm going to do with those, or maybe show the end product, what I've done with them. But yeah, I think that's quite a cool set. So moving on to the cooler one. So I found her set this estate sale on eBay, and I had a little peek before to make sure that everything is in there what I ordered. So, and what it looks like, you always buy like a set that's basically one box. Oh yeah, this is the guy I bought from set. Oh, he put some extra cards for me in there. What I'm curious what it's going to be for this later. So you buy always like a set, and obviously a set is one box, and then there are like 4 boxes. So I'm going to take it out, and then we will have a look what's in them. So in every box there should be a Jordan card, a John Stockton card, a Dirk Nowitzki card, and a LeBron James rookie card, plus 2 86 Flair cards, which I'm really curious about what it's going to be. This is not a commercial, just a little shout out because I think it's really cool. It's like this, the guys I found it on eBay from, and they're quite cool. I texted a little bit with them. So they're just check them out. I think it's a cool thing. So I think we're going to start first with the first box to see what's going on in there. Oh yeah, of course, and I forgot there's of course a Jordan card within. So, and they're like all in those plastic holders. So the first one is the Topps 50 Up Club. It's quite cool. So for me as a Jordan collector, every single Jordan card I can find is of course cool. So there's of course one I don't have. Then the other one I always loved to collect is Shaquille O'Neal. Those are my 2 favorite players, I would say, Shaquille O'Neal and Michael Jordan. So it's also quite a cool golden reflecting card. So here we have, just put it like this to see, can you sort them out. Our German big guy, Dirk Nowitzki. Also a quite cool card. Then we have the LeBron James rookie card. Then John Stockton off the court from Skybox. It's from 1992. It's also a quite cool card. And then we already come to the 2 86 Flair cards. Brad Davis, I have no idea who he is. Never heard of him. George Gervin, never heard of him before. I recently learned quite a lot about these cards. I mean, of course, the best to get is the Jordan rookie card. But yeah, that's the GOAT card basically. But there are quite a few things you can learn, or I learned recently about, to figure out if those cards are genuine or fakes. The first thing is there's this little arrow up here. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Don't know if you can see it, but they're like little red dots in there. And if they're genuine, and this is one thing where you can see if those cards are like genuine. With the fake ones, those red dots are not in this little arrow. Then you have this like nameplate down here, so also the color in here is different within the fake ones. When you turn around, you should easily see this trademark sign really clearly. What you can over here is the same with the one down here. And as well, within the basketball, they're like little white lines, what you can see on the real ones within the basketball, what you can't see on the fake ones. So it's quite interesting to know. So I don't know those two guys. I don't know if there's something worth or not. I really can't say. But yeah, we will find out. If there's something within or between those cards, I'll let you guys know. We will see. So then just turn the music off because I thought maybe it's a bit easier for you guys. So now within those boxes there are 200 sorted cards, different ages, different brands, and then also 12 packs still sealed, original sealed. So it would be of course great if you could get out of those cards as well, and out of the packs something like how I said, Shaq, Jordan, any cool players from the 90s, one of the biggest Germans, Detlef Schrempf, Forrest Grant, Penny Hardaway, Alonzo Mourning, Magic Johnson, all those, Charles Barkley, all those cool players would be great. So I would say just have a look what's going on. So there are like brands, for example Skybox. It wasn't really popular in Germany, so I never really collected them or even knew that they exist. So I said there's it's quite limited in Germany what was going on over here. So quite a few players I've never heard of. Okay, there we have like an all-star Dominique Wilkins. Okay, cool. And we have some rookies, Sam Mitchell, Frank Cornet, Doug Moe. Bear with me guys when I mispronounce some names, but I don't know most of them. Johnny Dawkins. So then it's like the next round of cards. Maurice Taylor, Topps Chrome. Ricky Mitch McRae. Clinty Early. Quite a few rookies in here. I don't know if they're anything worse or if they're just random common cards. Can't say. If you have anything you know about those cards, of course, just comment down below and let me know. I'm always happy for information, for input, any kind. So just give it away. Just top prospect. Okay, there's like loads of cards. How I said it, players I never seen. It was also that the cards were different, released in Germany or in Europe and in America. They're not necessarily, maybe from the same year, from the same brand, but they not necessarily were the same cards. So there are loads of cards I have never seen, how I said. I think they're quite cool, the authentics. So that's quite cool. Quite a few cards and brands which were not popular in Germany. So let's have a look what's going on over here. Let's have a look what we got. We have 1990 Flair, 1991 Flair, 1991-92 Flair, all in those cool old wax packs. I think they're like quite stylish. Then we have the Skybox. I said we never had them in Germany, so I don't know them, so I don't even know how they look like. Then my favorite, the Upper Decks. So I will open them last because they're just my favorite ones. So then another Skybox, like different versions, I guess, like loads of Skybox. Then the hoops, we had them in Germany, but they weren't so favorite in Germany, especially at least at the time when I started. I barely saw them at the time, so I think we are going to start with the Sky boxes, just because I don't really know them. Quite a little bit curious what we're going to do with them. So let's have a quick look. I guess I'm probably even out of like opening packs. So those Skybox are from also 1990, yeah. So let's have a see. Sidney Lowe, Anthony Carr, Dale Ellis, Haley, Rod Higgins. Well, lots of players. Oh, Karl Malone, that's cool. That's a cool card. I like that one. Bill Hansick, Jim Paxson, I heard of him. John Battle, Winston Garland, Mark West, Michael Thompson, Hakeem Olajuwon. Very cool. That's also one of my favorite players from the 90s. Let's have a look what we find in here. I really hope I could find the Jordan card. One would be really cool. Oh, they also had like the team badge, so it's quite cool. This looks quite cool. Kenny Walker, Bo Kimball. Don't know, it's like a early draft card. This looks quite cool. Like, I like the old style from the 90s. So there we have the Knicks. Stu Jackson. I don't know him. He looks like a coach. I guess he was a coach. Oh, Clyde Drexler. Clyde the Glide Drexler. That's cool. Glenn Rice. Also one of my favorite players. He, I guess, was also a coach. Troy Chapler, Danny Frail. Yeah, let's have a look. There are like loads of different versions, so I don't know what's this. What time is this from? 1992 now. I guess they will look different. Another coach. This was also something that was later on an Upper Deck. I can't remember that there actually were coach cards in there. So I guess during the time there weren't any like coach cards within those. But obviously in Skybox they do this, which I think is quite cool because I mean they're also part of the team. So I really like it. So look how I organize this a little bit. I don't know him. So I guess this is like the All-Star team cards, yeah. I don't know who he is. Oh, this looks cool. Oh, it's like the Boston Celtics, and I like the emblem. What do we have here? Oh, that's the checklist. That's quite cool. Oh, this looks like one of those cards. We had them in Upper Deck as well, like the ones you just like put more together and then you have like the whole team. That's quite cool. I recognize Magic Johnson. Oh, there's Michael on there. That's cool. Karl Malone. That's definitely a cool card. Teamwork. I don't know those two dudes. Scott and Skiles. Never heard of them. Derek Coleman. Oh, bam! We have the first one. Fantastic. Skybox salutes. Michael Jordan. Astonishing Impact. Sure he had it. That's quite cool. Put him to the side. Like the little Jordan pile. Kevin Johnson, Jimmy Rogers. I don't know him. Clyde Drexler again. That's cool. Blazers and Marine Cheeks. So I think I have to organize this a little bit better because there's so much stuff on my table. So let's go on. When is this? 1991. Grant Long. Rod Strickland. Ronnie Shikali. I don't know him. Charles Barkley. That's great. Like an all-star card. Looks really cool. Jeff Malone, Ricky Green, Todd Murphy, Sean Kemp, another one that's really good. I like this one. Anthony Webb, Mario Ally, John Paxson, Danny Winnington, Quinn Daly. I don't know those last ones. I put all the good ones over here. Let's come to the hoops. So they're from 1991. What do we have here? Brian Scott, never heard of him. Fat Lever, never heard of him. David Robinson, that's cool. I like this one. Moses Malone. J.R. Reed. John Stockton, cool. Joey Klein, Chris Mullins, Sam Mitchell. Maurice Cheeks. Reggie Miller and Karl Malone in one card. That's also quite cool. Oh no, it's Jeff Malone, I'm sorry. It's still a cool card. Frank Brickowski. Reggie Williams. Moses Malone again. That's also quite cool card. Now they are from also 1991. Just have a look. Oh, it's a little bit of a bender. Derek Chivas. Tim Hardaway. That's a rookie. Put this one there. Oh, that's a really cool looking card. Raymond Tisdale. Never heard of him. Mark Eaton, Glenn Rice. Rookie, that's a cool one. Lenny Wilkins, 1967-75. Never heard of him. Oh, there's an Isaiah Thomas. That's cool. McCormick, Lenny Wilkins, Sidney Green. I don't know the other ones. See what we have here. I don't know. So they had just like quite a few in the States of like the same brand, but the packaging looked different. But I guess it's the same cards. Stacey King, rookie. That's cool. Terry Cummings, Orlando Blackman. I don't know all of them. What do we have here? Kevin Duckworth. I don't know any of those. Phil Jackson. That's cool. Irvin Johnson, All-Star. Chris Morris. Calvin Jones. Mark Nicola, Mitchell Thompson. I don't know those players, most of them. So let's get on to the next one. So now we are with the flares. I go like down the row. So we start. So that's not a wax pack, it's actually a plastic pack, the other ones are. So let's have a look what we can get out of those. So. Oh, they look quite cool. The cards are actually quite good condition, they're not sticking together or anything, so it's quite cool. They must be like stored really well. Rich King, Dana Barris, I don't know, Sydney Green. Casey Jones. Alexa. I don't know any of those players. Have a look. Oh, this looks like a Jordan on the back. That's fantastic. We got another one. Have a look over here. It's again a different packaging. It's 1991, and the other one is also 1991, 1992, but the cards are obviously the same. I'm saying on the bottom over here 1991 to 92, and here over here 91. Have a look what we got over here. Vinnie Jones, Frank Brikowski, Manny Wilkins, John Anderson, Jimmy Rogers. There are like loads of coaches in this one. Traded to Atlanta. This looks like a cool card. Grant Long, another coach, and another coach, and then we have the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan guard. It's quite cool for 1991. It's number 29. That's quite cool. So let's have a look. Now we come to the 1991. And, oh, that's cool. Isaiah Thomas Flair 19 All-Star cards. That's quite cool. Malcolm Sashi, Detlef Schrempf. Really cool. Robert Parrish. Traded to Sacramento. Obviously those card came out after he was traded. Dominic Wilkins. Harvey Grant. Ron Harper. Rod Higgins. Sidney Green. Lester Connor. Del Curry. Dale Ellis. Some of them have like a little bit sticky bit on the back, I guess from the pack. So now we come to the upper decks. They were my favorite ones. See, let's have a look there from 91, 92. What we can just like get out of those. They're those metally packs. They were the same in German. Quite cool. That's a quite cool card. Okay, let's have a look. Scott Williams. Walter Davis. Mario Eli, never heard of him. Lee Anderson. Tawichi. Tyrone Hill. Never heard most of them. This looks like a cool card. Spurs Collector's Choice. San Antonio Spurs checklist. So it's just for the Spurs, I guess. Yes, that's the Phoenix Suns collector's list. So, have a look. goes Dennis Rodman. That's a cool one. And we got another one. Gary Payton is also a cool one, but we got another one. Michael Jordan, there he is. Magic versus Jordan, also a really cool card. So I think I'm going to make a quick break here. I'm just going to unbox all the cards, and then I think it's going to be a little bit quicker, just so bear with me 1 second.